Hi friends, this is Katie, and I am here today to talk to you about how to build an assessment in the Standard Align system. The first thing you need to do is log in at pdesas.org and enter your own username and password. From there, we're going to select standards, and we are going to walk through the steps to search for our individual grade level and content. So for our example, I will click that I'm going to search. I'm going to choose my grades and subject matter. And let's use 9th grade, the 9th to 12th grade band. I'm going to save and close. I'm going to select my subject area and we'll choose ELA for this example. Save and close. And what we will see is that after we have done the grade filter and the content filter, that we now have a list of assessments that we can choose from. So take a little bit of time going through these, check out each of the standards that are there, the eligible content, and based on what your curriculum is, we can now use these standards to build an assessment for our students. So for the ease of demonstration today, let's just go with our first one, determining a central idea of a text and analyze its development over the course of the text, including how it emerges and is shaped and refined by specific details. So what I want to do is click on this one. I'm going to click on assessments. And when I do, the results for this particular assessment will show up. So I have my listening passages here. I can scroll down. I'm going to check this all out. And I've actually already added this to one of my assessments. Let's go and check another one. Here's another listening passage. And if I want to add this to my assessment, you'll see that there are associated questions with it. I can click to view what those questions actually are. And if I was creating my own assessment, I would certainly go through the steps to do that. So I'm going to add this to my assessment, and you'll see that I had 5 items that were already in my assessment. I just added 7 more. So over here in my little ticker, I can tell that I now have 12 items in my assessment. I can remove them from my assessment by clicking the remove from my assessment link. And I can easily add them back in again. It's super easy. Then you're going to want to preview your assessment. And to do that, just click View My Assessment. And you can see the student version, you can see the teacher version, and the answer key. Now, the teacher version and the answer key are actually very similar. So let's take a look at our student version here. Preview it, make sure it's what you want, make sure it's what you're looking for and that it is the content that you want to assess your students on. And if it is and it's what you want, then you're going to need to save it somehow. So using the options button in the top right corner, we can either export it to a PDF, we can export it to a Word document, we can add it to our e-portfolio, or we can simply save it to our assessments. So let's just go ahead and save it to our assessments. Let's give it a title. Apparently ELA Unit 1 exam is where I want to go with this. And I'm going to save it. And a green bar will come across the top that'll tell you that it has been successfully saved. Now, I did not export it at this time, but you can certainly do that. Sometimes exporting to a PDF can be a little tricky. You might just have to try it another time or save it to your e-portfolio. But let's take a look at how we would find these again. I'm going to go back to the Standard Align System homepage. And now this time I want to find my assessment. So I'm going to click on Assessments. And when I do, I can go to My Assessments. And you'll notice here is my ELA Unit 1 exam. Click on that. There's my title. And here's all of my questions that are right here for my students. So this is a great way to really use state-approved content that is right in line with your standards and create assessments for your students. Thank you so much for listening, and please be sure to reach out if you have any questions.